Hey, what's up YouTube, and welcome to another Mount Baker Vapor Product Spotlight video. So, we're constantly trying to keep everyone out there updated. We want to bring you guys great new products, unbox them, do a little explanation on them, give you some pros and cons. And we do it because we love doing it. But don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. It's just right down there. It might be over there. I'm not exactly sure, but it's right below me right now. I know it. I guarantee you there's a subscribe button down there. So don't be afraid to click on it. I guarantee you, it won't hurt. Plus, every time we bring out a great new video, you're gonna be the first to know. And you'll get a heads up on some brand new products coming your way. So yeah, make sure you do that if you enjoy these videos. We appreciate it. Everyone tuning in and checking it out, and we appreciate all the love. Just thought I'd bring it up. I want to make sure that you guys knew it was there. So today we've got a special look at something a little different, kind of extravagant in my opinion, but it's still a good device nonetheless. I have used this device. I have one of my own, and I gotta say I've been pretty impressed. It comes to us from Wotofo, and what we're looking at here is the Flux Kit. We got the Flux Mod side with the Flow Pro tank. Wotofo I know mostly, and I've only really known Wotofo for the last maybe like 2 years. I know them mostly from like rebuildables. I had one Wotofo tank, but so I wasn't really sure what to expect when I got this, but like I said, I've been pleasantly surprised, really been enjoying it, and I'm gonna share that with you today. So let's go ahead and dive down and take an up close look at it. All right, and right off the bat, you can see the Flux Kit is a little different. Like I said, from Wotofo, but this has actually been a collaboration between Wotofo and Rigmod. For those of you that aren't familiar with Rigmod, check them out. They make a lot of really great stuff, pretty high-end stuff. Kind of what Wotofo does too. They make really quality product. Sometimes you pay a little bit more for it, but that's how quality products usually work. You gotta pay for what you get. And they really, have stepped up their game with this presentation. You get this solid acrylic case here. I really like the presentation of the device. You can see everything. It's not hidden. You don't just get a picture and then you got to guess what the device looks like inside. You're going to see it right off the bat. And we've got the rainbow color version here. We've got our dual 18650 Flux Mod. We also have the Flow Pro tank. Pretty great little tank here. I was really blown away by this tank. And they also kind of put a little instruction on the side here telling you how to open the top. And you just push it. And it even has like a little arrow that shows you where to push it, how to push it, in case you were having issues there. Got a nice low profile wide bore drip tip here as well. And at first, when I first saw that, I didn't think I was gonna like that. I was like, I don't really know how I feel about that. Having that low profile drip tip on a sub-ohm tank that, was this size, because I assumed it was gonna run at a higher wattage. 810 drip tip compatible here, so you can change that out if you want, but I really liked it. I really liked the way it feels. It's very comfortable fit. Very comfortable to vape on as well. And I love this tinted glass that comes with the Rainbow Edition. As far as I know, from what I've seen, this is the only one that comes with glass like that, at least from the colors we carry. And it does come with a replacement glass. So you get another little piece of glass in case you break the glass that's included there. Not only do you get replacement glass, god dang it. And they really put it in there, I assume, to make sure that it stayed nice and safe. It's a bubble glass. So if you want to switch that out, you can use that bubble glass here. I believe with the bubble glass, I want to say this is either a 6 or 8 mil tank. I can't really remember off the top of my head, but it's a good sized tank. And what I did notice when I used this is that it's not a juice guzzler. So I was getting really good flavor and vapor production. Not a juice guzzler, so, really don't have any complaints on tank size. Underneath we get some goodies too. We've got user's manuals here for the Flow Pro sub-ohm tank, and for the Flux mod, which are both, this one's got Wotofo's logo, that one's got Rig Mod and Wotofo. Get some replacement O-rings here. Got an extra coil here. We got this mesh coil here, 0.18 40 to 60 watts on this mesh coil. So not terribly on the high end, but my experience with it was pretty great. Also got a USB cable. So a pretty straightforward little setup here. Let's go ahead and pop this tank open, see what's inside. It's on there nice and tight. All right. Yeah, and inside we've got that mesh coil. So they give you 2 mesh coils, both 0.18 40 to 60 watts. And I believe this is pretty standard for, I believe the Flow Pro replacement coils are all going to be the same. There's just one standard one, and it is a mesh coil. So that's pretty great. Gotta love those mesh coils lately. You know, there's a lot of people doing it. Not everybody does it well. This was definitely one of the better ones. Probably not my favorite one, but definitely one of the better ones. And, you know, it's just like with all this technology we have for vaping. The longer it's out, the better it gets. So definitely excited to see where that goes. A lot of new interesting things happening with coil designs. Box mod here, like I said, dual 18650 box mod. Let's go ahead and power that up. We got our battery door here on the bottom, slides right open, clearly marked positive and negative connections there. Let's slide our Ohm Life batteries in. And then on the battery door, sometimes if you push it straight down, you're not going to be able to close it because the way the door is made, there's these little hinges on the side. So you need to push it forward, then push it down, and it'll go right into place. We've also got this design on the back. It looks like some angel wings, and we've got the Rig Mod logo on there as well. So both of these look the same. Fire button's going to be on this side here. 5 clicks to turn it on and off. Very responsive fire button. I really like the way it feels. Didn't like it at first. It felt a little soft to me, but the more I've used it, the more I like it. Just really responsive. Not to the point where I feel like you know, I'm just gonna fire it just cause, but it's got a nice clicky feel to it, but it's not like clicky, like stiff. It's got some give, and it's kind of soft, and I really don't know how to explain it. Buy one, you'll know what I'm talking about. Very straightforward to use. We've got a good readout here. We've got a large colorful display, and you can see there's some light action happening here. So, you know, not necessarily the biggest fan of devices that have all these big lighted displays on them, just because I feel like it drains your battery life, but you can adjust this and kind of turn it from it still in the whole show here and being the only thing you see about the mod and it draining your battery life. There's a lot of customizations with it, and I feel it is a nice accent to the mod. So whether you're a fan of that or not, you can definitely control how much of your battery is being used by changing the modes in the lighting, which we will get to here in a minute. So in order to do that, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hold the minus button down. So right here, it looks like there's this little plastic frame that is built around the screen. These are going to actually be your adjustment buttons right here. Pretty cool. Something different. Definitely very stylish. So we're going to hold that and hold the fire button down together. And it takes us into where it says working light or standby light. So let's go to working light. You can use your plus and minus to navigate between that screen. And then you click the fire button on it. Now, okay, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to select your color first. Do we want color at all? And there's little hexagons there. And you're going to scroll through your color, select your color. I'm going to go down here. Yeah, let's just go. There's a purple. We got rainbow. And then you click with the fire button. Now it's going to take you over here to decide what mode you want it in. Do we want to turn it off altogether? Do we want a flash? Do we want what they call breath? Do we want 7 flash, 7 breath? And, you know, for the purposes of this video, let's use what they call breath, just to see what that looks like. I turned mine off just because you can use it as a standby light as well. So if we wanted to do that, let's go back in and click the minus button, the fire button, click down to standby light, click it. Here we go. And there's only two options in there, off, flash, or breath. So let's do flash. That's what flash looks like. Working light is on flash. Let's do flash on both. So I'll kind of show you what that looks like when we actually use it. Over here, what you're gonna need to do is you can adjust your power modes. So they've got what they call normal, powerful, and powerful plus for your modes here. And it's kind of like a preset curve, if you will. It's just like predetermined power settings. You've seen it on like Smart devices, a lot of other devices out there. It's labeled like normal, soft, and hard, that sort of thing. And that's going to determine how much vapor you get like right off the bat when you hit that fire button. And all you got to do is you hold it down here, you hold down your fire button and the plus button, you'll see the readout change, and we're in powerful plus, standard, powerful, powerful plus. And you'll notice the color will change with it. So standard is green, powerful is like an orangey, powerful plus is completely red. We've also got a voltage readout. It'll read your ohms when there's something on there, and our wattage and dual battery monitor. Very straightforward device. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So I'm gonna leave it on powerful plus. And let's go ahead and prep our tank now. And you guys can kind of check out what the lights are doing now. This will be that display, I believe it was flash that we were using. That's kind of like your standby mode. Those are the standby lights there. I believe we'll see the other one when we fire it. All right. So now, I'm gonna prep our tank. Got some orange Dream Bar here. Trying to keep my flavors really light just because during the summertime I want to vape something that's real heavy. I kind of want something that's got a good flavor, you know, but still kind of light and fruity during the summertime. And who doesn't love an orange Dream Bar, especially on like a hot summer day like today? You don't need a lot of juice, and what we're doing is priming our coil. Just a little squeeze, and I run it around the ring there, the top of the cotton. Then I'm going to hit these little wicking ports on the side. That cotton all nice and juiced up. Go ahead and throw it back in. Yeah, this feels really good. I feel like these O-rings in here are pretty beefy, because you can really feel once you go to screw this on how tightly it seals up. Right. Pop open our top fill cap and fill it up with some orange Dream Bar. All right. And we just screw the mod on top. Or screw the tank, I guess I should say, on top. There we go. Got that triple adjustable airflow here at the bottom. Really nice solid airflow control ring. I've noticed that, I mean, I don't really run into that anymore. I used to have problems, you know, back in the day with tanks. Some of them just had really crappy airflow control rings. They fall off, or they're really loose, and they're always spinning all over the place. But, you know, it seems something to be less and less common. Looks like they definitely put a good one on here. So that's pretty much what this guy's going to look like all set up. Let's go ahead and do what we always do. Let's head back up, vape on it a little bit, talk about it, and see what it's all about. All right, so here is our Wotofo Flux Kit, all set up, ready to go. We got our tank sitting on top with some orange Dream Bar inside. I did take it back down to standard mode. If you're getting distracted by the little lights here, that's kind of what the flash is gonna look like. So it's multiple colors and they're flashing, but watch when I fire it, it turns purple. Kind of cool, something different. So I took it back down to standard. There's standard, powerful, powerful plus. And I set it at 40 watts because they're advertising this coil at 40 to 60 watts. I personally haven't come across a mesh coil that was running that low yet, so I'm really curious to see what this is like. Let's see, you know, it is a tighter wattage range as compared to, you know, say like smart coils, which do typically have a larger wattage range, although it seems like with the Prince and the Baby Prince coils that they're putting out specifically for the Baby Prince and whatnot, they have kind of tightened up that range a little bit. We're getting more of a true wattage range on there. So let's just try it at 40 watts. I got airflow about quarter of the way open, standard mode, see what it's like. And it's really, really cool vapor. I feel like at this point, even with only like the airflow being a third of a way open, I'm getting more air than I am actual vapor. So I really don't know if 40 watts is enough to really properly heat that coil up, but if you don't like running at high wattages, maybe that's something you'll enjoy. I personally would like a little bit of a warmer vape and a little bit more actual vapor in there rather than just, you know, huffing air. So that's really not my style, but you may like it. Not everyone wants to run at higher wattages, so let's try it at 50 watts. $50 watts works much better. Still really cool. I was getting more dense vapor out of it. I felt like it properly heated up that mesh coil. And you got all these three airflow slots here that you can control. So I've got that not even a quarter of the way open. Gets a little whistly, but it's not anything annoying or anything. It's really good draw on that airflow there. So if you don't want high wattage, then maybe 50 watts is where it'll be at for you. And that's in standard mode. So let's crank it all the way up to 60 in standard. Put the airflow about halfway open. And it performs great right there. Like I said, a lot of people are doing mesh coils now. 40, 60 watts. I would say 50 to 60 on this coil, in my opinion, works best. I'm really getting good vapor production right there, and I've got a little bit more airflow open. So just a nice vape there at 60 watts for me. That orange dream bar tastes really good. I'm getting really good flavor. So the flavor is not like over the top, but you know, it's a good mesh coil. A little loud on the airflow, but you know, that's all subjective, not a big deal. I think the coils were designed very well to work with this airflow. You know, just nice, smooth draw there. Let's crank it up. I want to see what Powerful Plus is like. So this is Powerful Plus at 60 watts airflow. Let's go wide open. Why not? So if you want that intense flavor, that's where it's at right there. Powerful Plus airflow wide open. That was really nice. Definitely not my style, just because I'm not like a big, you know, open airflow, like whooshy, giant cloud sort of person at this point. Not that I had never been into that. But yeah, that's nice. So what I've kind of taken away from this is that there's kind of something for everybody here in this device. You know, you're just looking for something real stylish, something, you know, new, brand new. Like I don't see these many places. So yeah, you're gonna find it here at Mount Baker Vapor. Definitely something for everybody. A little bit on the larger side, but not too bad. Feels good. Pretty standard for a dual 18650 battery box mod. Yeah, so if you're looking to pick one of those up, you can go to mtbakervapor.com and, you know, pick one up. Pick some batteries up. Pick some juice up. Pick some orange dream bar up. You know, it's pretty good stuff. Make sure, we already talked about this. I know you know, but I'm just gonna say it again. Just subscribe, because there's gonna be more cool stuff coming your way all this summer. Always, because that's what we do here at MBV. We try and bring you the coolest new stuff so that, you know, we can be your one-stop shop for all your vape needs. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and make sure to tune in next time for more great product spotlight videos from Mount Baker Vapor. Thanks for joining us.